What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and thanks again for watching. And today I have a video. We're going to talk a little bit about the SEC clampdown on stablecoins, as well as how this is going to affect the market moving forward. So I'm sure you guys are getting blasted with all of your news and updates surrounding this recent announcement from the SEC. However, I'm going to share you guys my thoughts and tell you guys what the market is doing today as we look into the future. So hit that subscribe button, join the channel, join the family, and let's get down to it. All right, so if we look quickly into the crypto bubbles, you can see as expected, with all the fear basically injected into the markets, we are seeing a lot of sell-off. All right, so there's a lot of people hedging their bets and thinking that crypto will pull back farther, just kind of anticipating the possibility of Bitcoin basically retreating back to 20K. That is a strong possibility, especially if this hysteria surrounding the stablecoin scrutiny and striking of this staking protocols within the exchanges, if that basically continues to spread through the markets and not basically clear up and resolve itself, we will see more fear in the markets that it will yield more red. Okay, so that's just what I want to show with you guys. Bitcoin, though, only down 4%, so we have basically survived worse. And I could see this being short-lived as well, because I think, like as we put in earlier videos and discussions, crypto is ready. So the markets are ready, the people are ready, the investors are ready. So there is allowed to be some negative days into the red. You cannot just have all green days. So just want to share that with you guys, and let's get down into it as we talk about who will be the winners in the SEC staking clampdown. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, I'll touch briefly. Okay, so this is coming basically after the filing charges against Kraken, and basically having the speculation of the consequences that will affect DeFi. All right, now the headlines are coming basically on the precipice of Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase, condemning these restrictions basically handed out by the SEC. Now, it's important to note that Kraken settled the charges with the SEC closure due to its staking facilities and paid a $30 million as a fine. All right, so basically now this is going to lead to more speculation that basically DeFi will become the biggest beneficiary of the crackdown on centralized exchanges. Now, what also will happen is Binance, Coinbase, and Kraken that offer, and other companies that offer staking services, these centralized providers will basically have to register with the SEC. Now, what happens is all of these exchanges put funds in an on-chain staking pool of blockchains, okay, so such as Ethereum, right? Now, what this does is basically it acts as basically a dividend vehicle for the customer and kind of simulates essentially what a bond does in the traditional market. Now, that is basically what is going to threaten the SEC, because in the whole securities and commodities debate, it also raises the debate and raises a rivalry as crypto basically can attack the US dollar. And that has basically been the fear of regulation from a governmental standpoint, not the money laundering, not the illegal activities that goes on. That's really a threat and a problem. However, the reason for concern for the SEC and for the United States government is essentially because it is the U.S. dollar and the threat to the U.S. dollar. And crypto grew to a point back in 2021 where regulators basically took a step back and said, whoa, this could be a problem long term, so they wanted to get it in front of the 8-ball. All right, so when we talk about this, the exchanges having to basically reduce their staking services, pay the fines, when Kraken has to pay the fine, and basically Coinbase and Binance and everything will have a trickle-down effect. That is why we are seeing what we are seeing in the markets when we see this pullback. A lot of people are basically shuddering at the fact that this could happen with staking. What else can they do to inhibit crypto's growth? So it's such a hedge on what the SEC could do. So I do not see this pullback being long-term, just in my personal opinion. Okay, so this is going to be an ongoing discussion. DeFi is going up in the last 24 hours. So basically, the winner from this clampdown will be DeFi. We're seeing the increase now, and essentially what's going to happen is it's going to be challenging for regulators to clamp down on DeFi. So long term, this could be a win for DeFi. We have to see this develop further and see if once the dust settles, if we get any more clarity from the SEC in regards to the other exchanges. But for now, this is all we have to deal with, is just basically the CEOs of companies coming out and speaking their thoughts candidly, as well as other influencers surrounding the space, such as Ben Armstrong, very vocal on the topic. You could check out his video to cast some light, BitBoy, for those of you who don't know, and just basically take it for a grain of salt and just wait for more information. So this is basically how you can act emotional and see the markets in the red and be like, oh my God, there's going to be no more staking. I'm getting all my money out of crypto. That does happen, and that's a lot of the contribution into the red that we will be seeing over the weekend. But that's all I got for you guys. I want to know down below, do you think staking will be around long term, and is it good for crypto? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and feel free to post whatever you would like. But thanks again for watching. Welcome to the channel. Hit that subscribe button if you have not done so, and we will see you all in the next video.